So most of us make mistakes when we're starting something new, whether that be a new hobby, a new sport, or possibly getting into the aquarium hobby, as you can see behind me. Yeah, we all make mistakes, and it can all be different. Specifically with fish, you might get the wrong type of fish for an aquarium, you might get the wrong heater, you might get the wrong filter, you might not use dechlorinator, or you might not even cycle your aquarium. And unfortunately for me, I did all of those. And the worst part about me doing it is the fact that it's public and over 400,000 people have seen it. So let's get into this video. Okay, so my first video that I've ever posted on this channel was me setting up my first 10-gallon aquarium. And it was a long time ago, but I've basically become addicted to aquariums and fish tanks, in case you couldn't tell. So yeah, in this video we're just gonna review my first aquarium that I got, kind of see all the things that I did wrong, and hopefully if you're getting a new aquarium or you already have one, you can learn how to actually do it right instead of what I did. And I'll tell you guys a little bit more of the background and the history of the channel and of my aquariums. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, this is my first video that I ever posted. It was posted March 26, 2017. A couple days after my 16th birthday. So just a little bit more backstory before this. So my dad, he got me a 1-gallon aquarium, like a really tiny small aquarium. And I had a couple fish in there, and I got that a couple days before. My dad actually got that small little thing for my birthday. And I had the fish and stuff, and it was in my room. And my brother was on Walmart's website, and he found out that you can get aquariums for about $10. So I basically like freaked out because $10, like it was my birthday too, so I had birthday money. So I was like, yeah, let's go. I had a couple cameras because I made YouTube videos on my vlog channel before. And I told my brother, hey, let's go to the pet store, let's get this fish tank. I can get some more fish, I can add the ones in that small tank to that tank. And I was like, yeah, let's do this. And I told him to grab my camera and we can try filming a video for this channel. I guess that's enough backstory. We got in the car, went to Walmart, and yeah.
And what is up, guys and girls? This is George James from Challenge the Wild. Today we are here at Walmart. We're getting a fish tank to start this channel off. First episode.
Yeah, so it was my first episode on the channel.
We're gonna get it all set up and everything. So let's go.
Oh, there's my first 10-gallon.
Oh. What color? Yeah, one second.
Oh, look at.
We're gonna get.
Oh, I got blue pebbles for the first thing in my aquarium. Kind of sad. Right now I'm spending like $20 per bag in these big tanks to get like good aquascaping soil. And then I got fake plants too. That's probably the worst part about this video.
We're gonna go to the pet store after this and get some fish.
Yeah, so if you didn't catch that, I said fish that we're going to get today. So again, I did not do any prior knowledge on aquariums. So basically in my mind, all I thought you had to do was get a glass thing, pour water in there, put fish, and possibly a filter. If you didn't notice, I did not buy a heater for the aquarium. I had to go back the next day after I Googled it. I also did not cycle the aquarium, so the fish were going into fresh water with no beneficial bacteria. And kind of let me explain that for people that don't really know. Beneficial bacteria is a very important part in the aquarium ecosystem. Basically, it's bacteria in your fish tank, and bacteria basically breaks down harmful things like ammonia and nitrite that your fish produce from their waste and other things that are going on in the aquarium. And basically the bacteria helps eat that away and transform it into things that are less harmful for the fish. On top of that, we have a filter that's running through that can use carbon to collect any small particles in the water, and we also have more beneficial bacteria that actually lives in the filter to purify the water. And then on top of that, we also do water changes to get rid of any of the excess waste that builds up over time. So there's more maintenance than I thought went into this hobby, so I would have preferred to have all that knowledge before I bought my first aquarium. Okay, so I mean, I didn't get the worst combination of fish. Gladly I didn't get anything aggressive like a cichlid or an Oscar. I ended up getting some mollies and a couple of guppies, and those guys will be great for beginners. Gladly I did not get a betta fish right away, however I did get it eventually.
Ooh, that one's really active. He's flipping upside down. What is that?
So when I got home, I cleaned out the aquarium. Thankfully, I got any of the oils or any of the excess stuff from manufacturing out. I also started to set up the filter, and I put everything in the aquarium.
I'm using an Aquafec filter inside this tank, so I'm going to start just by putting this in here.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This is the exact same knife. Oh, that's so cool. This was not premeditated. I knew I was making this video, but I'm watching this for the first time in like 2 years. So this was just on me. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. That's weird.
Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna be using this to transfer
Oh
the
yeah,
water into this.
so I didn't have like an automatic here. I did not have something like this, and this is called an automatic siphon. Basically, this hose is like 50 feet long, and it goes all the way to my sink in the background over there, and it's able to suck all the water out of my aquarium during water changes, and it's also used as a hose to add water into the aquarium. So I did not have one of these, so I actually had to use buckets and go bucket by bucket adding water to the aquarium, and 10 gallons is a lot of water in case you did not know. Time to just like, or it'd be really heavy to carry it from the bathroom to here. So I'm just gonna have to do this long process. The fish, I'm gonna put them in here. Okay, one thing I did do right, which I don't even know how I knew how to do this, was I did acclimate my fish properly. I mean, as proper as you can get. Basically, it was a temperature acclimation. I let the bags float in the water to get to the right temperature, even though there was no heater in the aquarium, so everything was like room temperature and kind of cold. With this gold. Alright, I'm gonna open up this bag. Oop, there's a rubber band. Alright, they are now in the tank. Oh no. Oh no. Do you guys see that? I added the entire bag of stored water into my aquarium, and this is something that I still kind of do to this day, but not in that amount. So basically, when you go to the pet store and you get the water from that aquarium, those fish have been in there for maybe weeks. Not only that, but the fish in that tank are usually overpopulated, so it has a lot of bad chemicals and really high levels of things you do not want in your own aquariums. Also, it can have bacteria and other bad things that can get into your water and affect other fish. So you don't really want to add your store water to your aquarium. Usually want to use a bucket and a net to pour the water through and just get the fish in there. But I did not do that, so that was really bad. And it makes me cringe. It also has that big Petco logo on it, so oh my gosh. Okay, so I waited a while to let the aquarium clear up, and the filter did do a pretty good job, but then I used my little camera light as a light for my aquarium instead of having an actual light for the tank. I didn't really have live plants, so that didn't really matter, but I mean, it's still kind of bad. Oh my gosh, also, you can notice one thing in the aquarium.
If you couldn't tell by the beginning of this video.
So I guess one problem I've had ever since I started getting aquariums was the fact that I barely ever fill my aquariums to the actual water line. Here, let me show you what I mean. Okay, so for example, this aquarium is not completely all the way up. I mean, these aquariums are a little harder because they don't really have an overflow rim, but these are not all the way up. This one is not all the way up, and this one is definitely not all the way up. So I necessarily don't really know why I do that, but I do. And it was really prone in this aquarium where the water level was so low. And because of that, when the filter was on, it splashed the water up, and it actually shot little particles and little droplets of water all over. So to cope with that, I put saran wrap over the top of the aquarium to prevent all the water from going all over my room. Hindsight, it would have just been better for me to fill the aquarium up a little bit more. Alright, so that's basically the video, but now I kind of want to go in the pros and cons of what I did, and some things that I did right and some things that I did wrong. Also, by the way, check out my vlog channel at James Moreland. I'll leave an iCard or something up and also a title card at the end of this video. I just made a mini documentary and it was a lot of work, and I think it was really cool. It's about TikTok. I looked into some of the statistics of it, some of the facts of it, how it works, and I also was able to interview someone with 1 million followers on the platform. So if you want to check that video out, it's down below, also an iCard and at the end of the video. That mean a lot. So pros. What did I do right? I started getting fish, which I mean is a good thing. We all have to start somewhere, and I'm really happy that I started keeping fish because they've been so awesome and it's so much fun and really enjoyable to look at. It's a great stress reducer too. But I mean, it was good that I got them. I'm also happy that I started with a 10-gallon aquarium just because a 10-gallon's a pretty solid aquarium. The amount of volume that you have and the amount of things that you can work with aquascaping wise, but also the fact that it's a higher volume of water. So if you do something wrong, it's less likely to kill all the fish. Another thing I did right was I got fish that were okay to be in that type of aquarium. I didn't get anything too aggressive or that would grow up and take over the aquarium horribly. And another thing I did right was, I mean, I got a okay filter, I guess. There was no intake on it, and it was pretty powerful, so it did push the fish around a little bit too much. And I don't know what else they did right. I guess we'll just go to the things I did wrong. We're actually gonna have a challenge. So I'm gonna have the video that I made a couple years ago play, or have a little iCard at the end of this video, and I want you to go through the video and see how many things I did wrong. And if you want to, you can comment on this video and tell me what things I did wrong, and we can find out who noticed the most amount of things I did wrong. This might be kind of bad, but yeah. But I think one of the first things I did wrong was I didn't research it properly. The main thing is when you're dealing with something live, it's your responsibility to know how to take care of it in the best way you can. and the best way that it deserves. So, I mean, it would have been best if I did more research. Gladly, none of the fish died because of my lack of cycling the aquarium, and some of them were able to live on a long time. One of the platies in that aquarium actually bred, and I had some of the babies. I still have, I think, one of them in my 90 gallon, so that's kind of exciting. Now, one thing that I also didn't do right was, I mean, I should have raised the water line a little bit more so it didn't splash. That could be one thing. Another thing is I didn't really do water changes also when I got the aquarium, which wasn't the best. I should have been doing more water changes to keep the aquarium healthy. It's very important when you're starting out that you keep water flowing in the aquarium, so it helps build up beneficial bacteria. I think that's about it. Make sure you check out my Instagram at James Moreland. Also, guys, I got a new camera and I've been doing a lot of photography stuff, and I actually have a photo shoot tonight with some friends. So if you want to check out my photography Instagram, it's james.moreland, and my own personal Instagram is James Moreland. Also, I guess since we're plugging everything, check out my online store, wildpetsupply.com. Use the link down below. It's my own online store, and I sell my own snails. If you want some snails for your aquarium, which are really great when you're starting out with a new aquarium, and also when you have an older aquarium, because they can help clean up some of the excess waste in your aquarium and the detritus, and just make things all better. Check out the link down below, and I will love you forever. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will catch you all on the flippity flop. So we did run that giveaway on the channel, and I did email all the winners, so make sure you check out your email. I'm waiting 5 days. If there's no reply from that email within 5 days, I won't send them their reward, and I'll email someone else on the list, because if you're not active, you know, you gotta make sure you check so you can get the reward. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Dab. Yeah, okay.